in July of 2005 while escorting a convoy from Baghdad International Airport to Camp Cuervo. I was taking pictures in the gunner's hatch. I tucked my camera away, turned my head to the right, and then I saw the brightest, most brilliant white light. Everything around me was white. I was completely encompassed for a fraction of a second in white. Thought I was dead. The back of my head hit the plate in my armor as my back slammed into the other side of the gunner's hatch. Then the world was orange. For a moment, the loudest noise I've ever heard in my entire life. Then silence. Then brown. The ringing starts. I can't hear. The roof of my mouth is numb. I can feel my fingers. I'm alive. I stumbled when reaching for the 50. I grabbed the handles and start scanning for the son of a bitch that just tried to kill us. Nothing. My vision was blurry. I had to tell myself, don't shoot. You don't have a target. I start to flex each muscle group and make sure all of me is still here while still scanning for a target. I feel pain in my right thigh. I'm dragged inside the vehicle. My team chief grabbed me by the leg and pulled me in. His mouth was moving. I heard nothing but the ring. The driver looked over me in total shock. I learned later that he felt the heat on his leg through the armor. This is my best friend. He thought I'd died. My chief gave me the okay sign and pointed at me. I gave the same response and pointed at my headset and shook my head no. I stood back up in the gunner's hatch. The next sight was the second worst thing to see in Iraq. We were cut off from the convoy. Right after the explosion, morning traffic just started pouring in. My first thought, all of them knew. We had to catch up. Then the most wonderful sound I ever heard, radio chatter. McCormick's checking in with the convoy. I can hear it. It's fuzzy. I let them know I'm back up. We're screwed, but I could see the convoy. We're cut off. McCormick says, screw it, fire some rounds in the air. The cars had us cut off. I fired, traffic won't move. A white Caprice Classic slammed into the back of the vehicle. I turn with my M4 still shouldered. I see the driver. I pull the trigger. Nothing. No click. Nothing. What I thought was a couple of rounds was a whole magazine. I had to calm down. The driver had his hands up. I think he knew he almost died. A few bumps. We're back in. Traffic had opened up. We're back in them with a convoy. The I.E.D was placed just under the asphalt. It absorbed most of the shrapnel. We just got the blast. The vehicle that was in front of us said there was just a huge ball of smoke. This explosion. And a Humvee just come riding out of it. An all too familiar sight. A small white flash. Part of the brilliant white light I'd seen earlier in Iraq, but smaller. On the vehicle in front of me, reservoir dog's been hit. The tire blew straight up from the vehicle. I seen it in the air. As it caught my eye, so did an F-15 that was coming over for air support. I know it wasn't this way, but I swear the tire went up as high as the F-15. They were at similar altitudes. The bird went bang to come back around. The back of the convoy was getting hit. I was screaming for the gunner to get back up. I couldn't see him. The vehicle wasn't moving. The radios were silent. Nothing was going on. Nobody was coming up. I kept yelling, screaming. the gunner's first name, Mike, over and over again. The next day, I could barely speak. Eventually, something comes over the radio. Personnel and reservoir dog, everyone's good. No injuries. Now we have to recover this vehicle. We are not in a good place. Sometimes IED strikes don't end well. This one is from another soldier from Bravo Battery, 1st and 178th Field Artillery. An IED strike with Purple Hearts awarded. No KIA. Just injuries sustained from an IED blast. Point of view is from the team chief slot. Be warned, graphic content.
Shot at RPG. Yep. He's peeking out from around the corner of that clock. Wow, you okay? You okay? Ripsaw 3, Gamecock 3.
Check my back. Check my back.
Commo, pop white smoke. Wiley, pyro can. Just pop smoke. I don't give a fuck what color it is. You are, Pete?
Dude, I'm wrong.
Ripsaw 8, Gamecock 3. We're good.
Check out.
All elements, do you 5 and 25.
Dude, we got no air pressure.